Hi world. Today I'd like to tell you a story. Would you like to listen to my story? You would? That makes me so happy. Happy! The hot black coffee fills me. Caffeine! So 2 weeks ago, I took my son to Chicago for some photography. We've been participating in the Wintergrid Challenge by Peter McGinnon on Instagram. It's been fantastic. I use it on my other accounts. You won't see those pictures, but none of that is important. This is a story. So we rode the train up to Chicago. So we started at the Fine Arts Building. We began in the cafe section downstairs. I had coffee. He had chocolate milk. It came with an Oreo. It looked delicious. Then we went upstairs. We took some pictures along the way, in the hallways and the corridors, the stairwells. We probably looked weird. It was fun. They had a lot of fine art there at the Fine Arts Building. They also had a lot of large art there too, which was also fine. We went up to the 10th floor, the 10th floor. We went to the 10th floor, and that's where they had this large recital building that was free to the public, as long as there was no recitals or rehearsals. It's a rehearsal room. Not recital. I don't think it's recital. I don't think that's right. Rehearsal room. They had a whole bunch of windows in the back of the room where you could see all the way from Navy Pier. Is that in focus? There we go. From Navy Pier all the way to the Shedd Aquarium. See what I did there? It was nice, wasn't it? From the Navy Pier to the Shedd Aquarium. It was actually a quite beautiful shot. We enjoyed it. We took several. They all sucked. That's not important. This is a story. Then after we left the room, we proceeded downstairs via the elevator. The elevator was operated by an elevator operator. Who else? It was cool. It was old school and cool. It was old school, kind of cool. It's pretty cool. It was cool. I'm getting ridiculous now. That was not important. This is a story. We left the Fine Arts Building. We traversed through Chicago downtown streets, avoiding falling ice and snow from the building skyscraper tops. 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 Through the skyscraper tops. Through the skyscraper tops. We walk the streets. We proceed through Chicago to the Sky Chapel, taking pictures along the way. We get to the Sky Chapel to be filled with the Holy Spirit, but only to be disappointed because the tour was canceled because the elevator did not work. So after the disappointment, and we proceeded to the Chicago River while taking terrible pictures and failing at slow motion video clips. Along the way. We were becoming quite peckish, if you will, and decided that we would eat our lunch that we packed in our backpacks. But we needed to get out of the wind. We didn't know where to do this, to eat and not be windy. But we were on Waco Drive and we decided, let's go to the lower section. Besides, I want to get some photographs of the happenings downstairs, because it always seems cool when you drive through and in movies and you hear things, and it's like, I want to see some of that. Maybe we could get some bums huddled around the the campfires and drums, the barrel fires. I can't talk today. This is a story. We go downstairs and realize immediately we are in the wrong section. This is employee parking for the hotels and the restaurants. There's no bums. There are no barrel fires. There's nothing cool happening. That's totally fine. This is not important. We are going to eat our lunch right here, right now. So we set up, we were on this cement square thing that supports the upper Wacker. We were there, and I set my son up there. He's 12 years old, big kid. Almost threw my back out. I was like, dang, you got heavy. Woo! And we're not even like when I say we're in like the wrong section, there's no traffic, okay? There's like employees parked cars, entrances to like where they work. There's like a big barricade. And then on the other side of the barricade, that's where the traffic is, where the people are going, but there's no bums. There's no cool happenings. There's no graffiti. There's no trash. There's no things that I wanted to photograph, you know, for fun. There's none of that. Disappointment, whatever. So yeah, so we break out the lunch. Sitting on the barricade, the cement, the square thingy. I'm explaining this so bad, but that's not important. We're eating there and enjoying our lunch, and then all of a sudden, car pulls up. Dude rolls down the window and starts yelling at us. I'm like, oh crap. I tell my son, don't pay attention to him, don't look at him, don't respond. If we just ignore him, he'll move along his way. He's not. He's just screaming at us and screaming at us and screaming at us. And then all of a sudden, he gets out of the car and I'm like, oh crap. Oh, we better bolt, you know. And the stairs are right there. I didn't want to then wander off too far because it's Lower Wacker Drive, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's not important. So the dude gets out of his car, and then like fight or flight mode starts kicking in. But then I see he's holding a bag of food, like leftovers. I realize like he's like trying to give us food, and I'm like, oh no, that's okay, man. That's, you know, I really appreciate it, but. No, you know, like, we're good. We got our snacks. We got our food. We're good. We're good. We're cool. You know, like, nah, there are other hungry people out there you could give it to, you know? And then he gets in his car and he drives away. And, like, the realization of what happened set in. I'm like, oh my God, he thought we were homeless. And I just could not stop laughing. I was overcome by laughter. I was overcome by laughter. I was laughing so hard. But then also like the graciousness was like so touching. Like, man, that is so cool. Somebody thought that, you know, we were homeless and I had my son there and we were like just, you know, trying to make it in our crappy, my Carhartt. This was like a $20 beanie cap, you know, and like my wool jacket. Apparently I dressed pretty pathetic on the usual. I don't know, maybe I do look homeless. But I just had, like, literally had my hair cut the day before that. Like, I'm like, yeah, why would you think I'm homeless? I just had a haircut yesterday. Like, you know? Anyway, that was definitely the highlight of our trip. We went around to some other places, snapped some more photos, took some pictures of the Chicago River. Never did run into any more bumps. Didn't even, actually, we left, we went up Wacker. It was so windy, we didn't even go back down. We were just like, let's hop from store to store to store, you know, try to warm up and bathroom breaks along the way and blow my nose because it was like running like it would not stop. So that's my story about being mistaken for a homeless person. Totally getting stereotyped out there, you know what I'm saying? So if you liked my story, how about you give me a thumbs up? If you didn't like my story, you could also give me a thumbs up. Like, that was so terrible. Gotta like it. You could subscribe, because I'll have more stories coming out of other weird things that have happened to me in my life. More weird projects to come eventually. That about sums that up. I really like you, world. I really like that you're joining me in my living room. I don't think my couch can support all of you though. It's getting a little warm in here too. Don't forget to jiggle the handle on the toilet. And join me again next time. Stop making so much noise over there. The shotgun microphone picks up everything. Stupid dogs. Bye.